I'm Sailor Venus, and I'm Artemis here. And today we're going to talk about, are we putting our followers first? Now you're going to, now the grounds to why we're asking this is that some folks say that the grounds to why your films aren't getting, you know, big, or why you're not getting a lot of watch time, or why you're not getting a lot of followers, is that you're not putting your followers first. Well, what does that actually mean? Well, I guess it means that you're not thinking of your followers when you're making your films, but you're thinking of yourself. But at the end of the day, we are thinking of our followers. Alright, it might be true that, we always think of our followers. We make films, put them on YouTube, and and that's hard to say because I know we are thinking of our followers. We don't. We're not one of those YouTube follower. We're not one of those folks on YouTube, I should say, that wants to be first. We don't really care about that. We're not going out there bitching, whining, and nagging about, oh, why am I not getting the watch time I want? Or, oh, why am I not getting all the followers I want? Because I think we got a lot of followers. Alright, it might not be a lot of followers to someone else on YouTube, but to us it's a big deal. You know? And also keep in mind that YouTube is a big webstead with spans of films from many crafters or makers or whatever you want to call them. Some big, some small, some mated and some not mated. So it is hard for anyone, to put their film out there and then think they're going to get the same watch time that someone else is getting for their film. And we're alright with that. We're happy with the looking and watching that we get on our films, and we're not one of those folks that makes a film, then they bitch at how many followers they're getting, or how many looking or watching they're getting. But that's not us. Well, you're right about that, Sailor Venus. I mean, when you think about it, we do put our followers first. The things that we talk about are things that we know our followers like. It's not like we just make up. But at the end of the day, there are folks out there who come on YouTube, they don't make a film, and then they'll get mad when they don't get the watch time or the looking or the followers that they think they should get. They'll either guilt YouTube for it, or they'll take the film down and say, fuck it, why should they make a film if no one watches it? Well, you have to build up your followership, and something we actually did. Now we don't get out. Now it might we're not all of our films get a lot of watch time. That's true, but many of them do. You know, but to say that you put your followers first and to say that we don't do that, I think we do. You know, everyone knows if they want to come and see Sailor Moon stuff, they know where to go. Yes, there is Sailor Moon Jacob, but he's new. But besides Sailor Moon Jacob, they know if they want to see films like this, that they know where they come to see them. So it's not really like there's anyone else out there besides Sailor Moon Jacob that's doing what we're doing. So I do think at the end of the day that we do make films that our followers like. Alright. And I do think we put our followers first when we do make these films. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. everyone has their own, their own followership and what folks like or what they don't like, and we get a lot of followers. Now, do they watch all of our films every day? No, but a lot of them do. They just might not say anything, but I'm sure they do. And it's true, we don't get the looking or the watching, but we do got a lot of followers. So if you get a lot of followers, following your YouTube fairway, you must be doing something right. Even if something else isn't going right. Yeah, you're right about that, Artemis. I mean, this YouTube fairway does got a lot of followers. You know, we have so many followers, it's not even funny. And we only been doing this for about 7 years, soon to be 8 years. And we don't do anything, outstanding. We don't do, outstanding drawings or light work. We don't do any kind of shifting, anything. It's just us and an elite of a web shooter, and that's it. But I guess after we put all the time in, and after 7 long years, and folks liking what we do, and knowing that we're always going to make those films almost at the same time, and at the end of the day, they like our films. All right, our films don't get watched every day. We don't bring in 100 of watching or looking on our films, which is true. But at the end of the day, I do think that we do put our followers first. And our followers would say that. If they were being earnest, they would let us know. But I do know at the end of the day, we put our followers first. But then again, anyone who comes on and says they have wisdom over how to get big on YouTube, they don't have any say if it will work for you or not. The YouTube wisdom, I think, is overplayed by many folks on YouTube. Somehow they believe, if it worked for them and they did all that, then it should work for everyone else. Well, that's almost if everyone wants to go through all of that, and then hope that it works for them. But alright, we're getting to the end of this film. So, yeah, we're getting to the end of the film now. You're right, Sailor Venus, we're getting into this film. So if you like this film we just saw, then watch the film we made last night over here with Sailor Moon and Luna in it, or follow us here at Sailor Moon for Life. I'm Sailor Venus, I'm Artemis, hope you like this film.